Hi all, I hope you're all as well as possible. CJ back again. If this is your first time here, very warm welcome. Everyone here suffers from fibromyalgia or some form of chronic pain or chronic fatigue. You're all very welcome. Sorry I'm not smiling much, I'm really not feeling very well. Last week I had a 3.5 day migraine and I've got another urine infection. If you look back through my videos, I haven't learnt yet how to put a card up that you can click on to go back to the video where I speak about urine infections. I need to learn to do that. Firstly, I need to make a huge apology to all the people that wish me well on my migraine and urine infection video. I'm learning YouTube. I've watched it a lot. Actually, doing it is something completely different. Yes, I should be doing my research. Am I in a huge amount of pain right now? Yes. Does information sink in when I'm in a huge amount of pain? No. So, please accept my sincerest apologies to everybody who wrote and wished me well. I put the video privately and was going to reply to everybody so that the series of videos I had done and worked on would be easily found in an order. I didn't know that when a video goes private, all your comments disappear. I'm so sorry. What can I say? I'm human, I'm learning. I really, really sincerely apologise. I would have replied first if I'd known. Today I want to talk about insomnia because it's a really, really, really important subject, and why it's not covered more, I have no idea. Now, you'll have to excuse me blowing my nose throughout this. Sorry, can't help it. I was told many years ago by a doctor that we never recover from fibromyalgia due to insomnia. Now, I wanted to put a video up and ask you, do you suffer with insomnia? And I wanted to see what the response was first. But things being as they are, I didn't get around to doing that. Now, I would guarantee that everybody that has a diagnosis of fibromyalgia suffers with some form of insomnia or doesn't sleep throughout the night. So I'm going to explain it to you the way I understood it from the way the doctor explained to me. He said that you need to sleep for 4 hours solidly without waking up once. That means not even opening your eyes and closing them again. You need to sleep solidly for 4 hours before REM sleep kicks in. You then need to sleep solidly for a further 2 hours for what I'm about to tell you happens. So you sleep solidly for the 4 hours, you don't wake up once. You go into REM sleep. Whilst that you sleep for that further 2 hours, again without waking up once, not opening your eyes and closing them, nothing. You need to sleep throughout that time. That is when all the cells in the body renew themselves, all the good stuff goes on, all the infection fighting, all the stuff a healthy body is supposed to do, does. And the normal person wakes up feeling refreshed. Why do we stay in fibromyalgia? Because we don't sleep for that 4 hours, and we certainly don't sleep for an extra 2. So all the renewing of the cells, all the good stuff that goes on, Doesn't happen in our bodies. And we wake up feeling like a pile of, you know what? If I sleep, which is rare, I wake up exhausted. I'm exhausted before I've put my foot out the bed. I force myself to get up every day. Force myself to get up every day. I force myself to get dressed every day. It's really hard. I'm over 10 days into this urine infection. I really need to go back to the doctors. Good boy. My little man here saying hello. I just can't at the moment. I just can't face up more hospital appointments. I've got enough going on. So that is insomnia for a fibromyalgia patient put into a nutshell. You know, it's easy enough for me to understand. Now, I started thinking, now maybe I was wrong, because I do doubt myself a lot. And I was beginning to think to myself, maybe I've got that wrong. Well, I saw something today by a qualified working surgeon that said you need to sleep for 4 hours before you go into REM sleep. I did get it right. And you do need to sleep for the further 2 hours for all the cells to renew, refresh. I don't know what the technical term for that is. I'm sure you can look it up if you're really interested. But hopefully I'm explaining it well enough for you to understand that basically you need to sleep for 6 hours without waking up one single time and for all that good stuff to go on. And for you to bounce out of bed in the morning, which I don't do. I've had insomnia for those of you who don't know me, I've had fibromyalgia for 41 years. I was diagnosed when I'm 20, I'm 61. Shh. Sorry, I apologise for that. I've had insomnia for as long as I can remember. I had one procedure where I slept for one night, and boy did I feel great the next day. But that's not a treatment that I can have on a regular basis, or that anyone can have on a regular basis, so it's pointless discussing it. I hope this gives you some understanding, more understanding of fibromyalgia and how it affects us. My aim is to educate and to cut away the misinformation that's out there, because I see it every single day. And I'm not a mean person, I'm not a nasty person, I'm an empath. But it worries me when I see people have 21,000 views on the subject of fibromyalgia and what they're saying is not correct. And it worries me. I'm just here to try and put it right. I'm not here to put anybody down at all. I don't name and shame anybody. I just try to do the best I can do for you. Because when I was diagnosed, age 20, there was no internet. I'm that old. There was no internet. There was no mobile phones. The only way you could research anything was by a book, which is what I did. So I'm hoping this gives you some insight into why you wake up feeling as though you've been run over by a truck, it's reversed back over you again, You've then done 10 rounds in a boxing ring. You've then gone down and done a HIIT session at the gym. And that's what you wake up feeling like. That's how I wake up. But bear in mind I'm 61, so I'm old and I've had this a long time. I'd be really, really interested to know, do you sleep well? Do you have fibromyalgia and do you sleep well? I would really love to know. I really want to get my subscribers up so that I can have polls where I can ask you questions, not keep making videos just to ask you a question. But I would seriously, from my heart, like to know, do you sleep? And do you sleep throughout the night and still suffer with fibromyalgia? I'd be really interested to know. I think I'll leave it there today. I've been wanting to make this video for a long time. I haven't felt well enough. I still don't feel well enough, but hopefully I've got across the main idea of what I wanted to. If you've got any questions, pop them down in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them as best I can. But what I do know about sleep, what I've told you is correct, and I've checked. I have been told it personally by a doctor. It was many years ago. As I say, I started doubting myself. I then had my question answered by something I watched from a surgeon, and he spoke about REM sleep. So please be kind to yourselves. Please stop pushing yourselves if you can. I understand if you have to work. I worked for 36 years. I understand. But what I'm saying to you is try to stop fighting fibromyalgia and try to live with it rather than fight it, because your energy is going into fighting rather than trying to do what's best for you, which is not pushing yourselves. Because I learned the hard way. So I'm just trying to help you. If you're exercising and it's hurting, please stop. Your body's telling you, by hurting, that it wants you to stop. So if you can stop, please do. I have a feeling my dog's about to start barking again, so I'm going to finish off here. I'm going to wish you all well. Please be kind to yourselves. It's not selfish. What do they say on an aeroplane? If the oxygen mask comes down, what do? You have to put it on yourself first to be able to then put it on your children, whoever, you need to look after. Little one's coming in, popping his head up there, aren't they? Yeah, so that's a serious thing. When the oxygen mask comes down, you put it on yourself first. That's what they tell you. Put it on yourself, and then you can help others. That's, all right, sweetheart. That's the same as being kind to yourself, is the same as putting that oxygen mask on. You're helping yourself before you can take care of yourself and look after others. So please do be kind to yourselves and don't push yourselves. I love you all to pieces. Thank you for being here. And thank you for spending time with me today. Namaste. God bless. And I'll see you all again next time. Take care now. Bye.